This has been a weird time frame that we've been living through. One last thing before I let you go. Syria. So Donald Trump has effectively said he wants to pull the U.S. out of Syria. Now, this is something that he wanted to do last time he was in office. Apparently, his own generals lied to him about something that was going on there. Trump made the decision to steal the oil. So he effectively stole the oil and occupied the area with wheat. Again, this played a large part in Assad's government collapsing. He was able to drain resources from that government. Give me your take on this. The U.S. is now saying that they're going to pull out of Syria. Why do you think this is coming about? Meaning, why do you think Trump is now, after everything that has taken place, saying, all right, we don't need to be here anymore. We can leave?
Yeah, I also don't know if he's going to do it, honestly. The oil and gas of Syria and the wheat, and by the way, the cotton of Syria, which is one of the most valuable cottons in the world, more valuable than Egyptian cotton, the quality, and the cement and so on that is in the north. All of this the only reason that he will give it up is that probably Turkey wants a cut of this. The other thing is that we need to remember the Greater Israel project. The map of Greater Israel just extends to the Euphrates, not north of it. So I think the Americans will be there until Israel is on the Euphrates shores. And or the Turks have moved in their place. But they will, part of what the Israelis are and the Americans are trying to do in Syria is to break it up into fragments that are unable to be self-sufficient and therefore sovereign. So they want to cut the coast of Syria, where many of the minorities are, away from the heartland of Syria. Then there will be no more exit for Syria into the Mediterranean. They also want to cut the north, east of Syria, to create this Kurdish apartheid state, so on the kind of model of Israel. And this will make it basically a country that is ungovernable, with 3 cantons at least, balkanized and insignificant, when historically Damascus and Syria were always one of the pillars of civilization and governance in the region, the whole Arabic region, for thousands of years. It's going to be, they're attempting to make sure that Syria never returns to the historical course that always was intended for it, and that's by making these cantons.
What effect do you think all of this is going to have on the Middle East? I mean, Trump has seemingly turned up the apple cart. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Biden administration was horrendous on this issue and allowed a genocide to take place over the last, 15 months, give or take. But Donald Trump is coming in, and as you pointed out, seems to be a more honest arbiter in regards to what he wants. This outrage wasn't there with Joe Biden, even though it should have been, because Joe Biden had a very similar plan, with the exception of the U.S. going into Gaza. How do you think this is going to reshape the Middle East in its entirety? Syria has already changed. Israel is trying to occupy the West Bank, or at the very least trying to take over the entirety of the West Bank. They're trying to take over all of Gaza. Donald Trump seems to have given his blessing for that takeover of Gaza. As you say, Egypt has militarized its border on the Sinai. As you pointed out, Jordan has militarized its border. Saudi Arabia has been complaining viciously about what Donald Trump is trying to do. But they've also been able to make some deal with Iran, where the hostilities between Iran and Saudi Arabia have gone down. But there's calls for a new pressure campaign against Iran by the United States. It seems that this region is getting more chaotic, not less.
Yeah, I mean, look, with the fall of Syria, for the first time since 1942, all Arabic states fell under the imperial umbrella. There's only 2 states that are contested, like Yemen and Lebanon, where there is resistance, armed resistance. Iraq partially. But the rest of the Arabic states, for the first time, fell back to colonial rule. And this may look very dark, but in this moment of there's no more, not one state that can lift the spirits of the Arabic people, or give them dreams of sovereignty, and this is where things are going to be uncontrollable. The birth of new movements. So we went through 80 some odd years of beginning with Syrian nationalism or Syrian unificationist efforts that got defeated, and then Arab unificationist efforts defeated, then socialist and communist defeated, and then Islamic liberationist, and now they're defeated, let's say partially. So we've gone in a full circle, and now it's going to be the birth again of a new movements with different ideologies. And I think we're going to go back to the Arab unificationist thought. And so somewhere in this mass of unrepresented population of 500 million people from Mauritania to Oman, there will be a birth of a new leader and a new movement under this domination of imperialism. And hopefully it will lead to the rebirth of the Arabic people as sovereigns.
Laith, man, thank you for this. This has gotten far more complicated, and I do appreciate you giving us a breakdown on what is happening. This was met with an astonishment, to put it mildly. And as you said, if Donald Trump tries to go through with this, it's going to be chaos, and he's not going to get what he wants. I don't even know why he thinks this is going to be some kind of cakewalk, or this is going to be some kind of better outcome. They are obviously trying to evict the population. And Trump is like, oh, it's going to be great. We're going to have hotels, this beachfront property. We're going to own it. The Palestinians are going to come. This is an illusion. It's a fantasy. Laith, man, thank you for this. Laith Marouf, he's an award-winning multimedia producer and broadcasting law consultant. He also hosts a Free Palestine TV. Check him out on that. I've seen it on Twitter. Is it also on YouTube?
Oh, yes, we're on YouTube, and you can find all the links to our socials on our website, freepalestine.video. All our socials are there. You can donate for the content that we're producing also.
Excellent. Check him out. The man is awesome. Laith, thank you for this, man. I really do appreciate it.
Talk to you soon, Jamal.